Good afternoon, YouTube. We're back up here at the bottom of the old forest road. So this is 3 weeks in a row I've been coming up here. Today I just wanted to go back up to the gravestone geocache. So I wanted to check out what I think might be the extension of the road that runs down to that site. Reading a little more detail in the geocache description, and what I thought was just a trail might actually be part of the old road continuing down. So I wanted to just go back up there and see what it looked like. We've had just a nice stretch of weather here. You can see there's sun up on the hills up there. I don't think the sun ever makes it down in here in the winter. Pretty steep hill, and that's basically south looking in that direction, so the sun never gets over the ridge top there. Okay, YouTube, made it up here. Pretty good time. A little bit easier coming up that old forest road. At least I know all the places you can climb over and where you have to go around. I think I shaved about a minute off my time, maybe 19 minutes instead of 20. But this is the path I thought might go down. I think it does. There's been some footprints down there. You can see the leaves are kind of disturbed a little bit, and I followed it around the corner. It does drop down the hill, and if you go down the hill about 2/10 of a mile, you hit the canyon trail. But it didn't quite jive with the description. So the description in the geocache page says the old road is to the left of the gravestones. And I guess if you turn around, that's kind of to the left, but it didn't really sit right with me. It's like that's not exactly what the guy was describing. So let's go up here. Yeah, I think I went too far. This old road is not very visible. There's the road into the stones. You can see right in there. And I guess if you called that 20 feet, I would say it's a little more than 20 feet, but look at this. Right down here. A little bit shaky there, but there you go. There's the extension of the unnamed road right there. So I think I'm going to head down here, and that's roughly where the exit point from the geocache log is. It's down in this direction, and I'm pretty sure I know where this canyon comes out. That's like right down close to that exit point too. And I figure I'll go down here. This looks promising, and I did not see this last time, so that's why I wanted to come back up here, get the ground truth. So the confusing thing in the logs and the description is there's an unnamed road, which this is unnamed. There's two unmapped roads. This is one of them, and the old forest road is unmapped. The road behind me is on some maps, but not on other maps, but none of them are named. And then there's at least two trails. So there's trails without names, there's road without names. It's really hard to try to figure out what somebody's talking about. So when they say, oh, I took an unnamed road, which unnamed road? There's like three of them, or I guess technically you could consider this as an extension of the main unnamed road. But let's go down here, and if I see anything interesting on the way down, I'll fire up the video again. I think it's around maybe a third of the way down the hill here. And yeah, there's some down trees, although they're not too hard to get over here. And it's steep too. There's 40-50% gradient coming down here in stretches. It clears up for a bit and just goes straight down the hill. There's no switchbacks or anything. And I can hear voices down there, so that must be the canyon trail. Still got about 200 vertical feet to go. This road is in really good shape. It's a lot drier up here, where I think the other road got hit by all the runoff, where this one is kind of going down the edge of the ridge here. There is a canyon down here. You can see that yellow tree or yellow leaves. So yeah, let me keep going down here and we'll see where we end up. Okay, we're getting down near the bottom. There's a lot more down trees here, but you can basically step over all of them on the way down. This part is pretty darn steep, but yeah, here's the old road cut. And I think this is the little path I saw when I came out last time. I'm going to try cutting down this way. Now the GeoCache log had the exit point was over here. The canyon trail's just over that little ridge right there. Literally you just drop down. So I think the guy that left the exit coordinates was probably headed back up Table Mountain Trail, so he probably wanted to cut back this way. But I'm thinking this road probably goes down there and meets up with that little road that I walked out on last time. So I'm going to see if that hooks up. Okay, yeah, came down through there. There looks like there's a little junction here. One leg goes up this way, and that's probably where that one GeoCache log hiker went out. But since my bike is back this way, I'm not sure if this is the old roadbed or there's kind of a little path through here. So I think I'm going to head this way because I'm down there, or at least my bike's down there. Okay, YouTube, this is where I came down last time. There's this little flat area. It's like this looked awful familiar. It's just I came up from it from down below. And then when I hiked up here, I saw, actually it was this piece of sheet metal there. So that must be from an old building that was here. This looks like it's been flattened. The bank here is all fill. It's like gravel and dirt, and it's obviously been flattened off with a machine. And then you have the road over here, and that was the road I saw last time. When I came down here and looked up that way, it's like, oh, that looks like a road going up there. And sure enough, you just follow that road there all the way up to the top. And that road is in great shape. There's no washouts, just some fallen trees. You can step over most of them. There's one you have to go under. There must have been something up here, a building of some sort. And then on the other side of the creek is that larger flat area, larger meadow with the stakes in it. And then you have the cabin up on the top of the ridge. I assume maybe all this property was one parcel owned by the same person or family, and they probably did all these roads. These were like all private roads just to get up to that cabin site. But yeah, I'm glad I went back up and figured out where the road was, because the trail I was looking at is definitely not the road. That is great. So the mystery is solved. That was just bugging me, not knowing if I had seen the old road. And you have to look at those clues, and then you have to go back up and convince yourself. And yeah, I think that it was that 20 feet that was throwing me off. The guy said it's only 20 feet away. It was more than 20 feet. I guess it depends on where he was standing when he made that observation. Yeah, anyway, I will shut this off. I got to get packed up. It's about 4:15 by the time I get back to the bike, and then I got to pack up my stuff and hit the road. It'll be dark when I get home. Try to get out of the mountains before sunset. That's usually a good idea, so I will touch base later, but hopefully enjoyed that little exploration trip. That was really neat. That's an incredible little road. You got a loop hike, several loops up here that you could hike, and they're short. So that's pretty nice. So anyway, thought I'd show you that on video. Yeah, so as always, thanks for watching.